All right, so there's a scandal coming out of the chess world. I guess the world grandmaster, who hadn't lost in 53 straight games, was beaten by a 19-year-old from the United States. And the world can't understand why this kid beat the grand champion, and they're accusing him of cheating. So they even get frisked and checked to see if they have anything on them that would give them a signal. Sometimes something that would vibrate when they were going to make a bad move against their opponent.
I didn't know where this is going now.
With absolutely no evidence whatsoever. The internet
How do you hide something that vibrates, Ricky?
The internet has accused this young chess champion of getting secret signals, possibly from a computer, to win the game and cheat by having vibrating beads that he doesn't wear on the outside.
Wow.
Again, there is no evidence to back this up, but it has caught fire, and the chess world is ablaze.
Well, apparently frisking them is not enough anymore.
It just sounds insane.
This is the Woody and Jim Show podcast, a daily recap of everything you missed.
Thanks to the surprisingly large amount of people who stopped by our yard sale yesterday in front of the radio station. Of course, we mentioned that the building has been sold by our company, and so we're just kind of squatting here for a little while.
We got to get rid of stuff.
Got to get rid of stuff. So we drove it all out to the street, and a lot of people stopped by and bought stuff, and we raised a couple $100. $206 to be exact for the Nashville Humane Association.
Good job, Woody and
Way
Jim,
more
listeners.
than we expected.
Yeah, I know.
I know.
The first moment we got like $35 from the first customer. I was like, well, we're done.
People were very generous. When they came by, they were like, yeah, I'll pick out something.
Yeah.
I want to help the dogs and cats, and I'll take this giant poop emoji beanbag chair.
Yeah, we had coffee cups that had dirty little words on it and things like that. And it's like toward the end, it was like any yard sale where, oh, you want that? Oh, sure.
Take these 7 things.
Take this too. How much? No, just take it. Just please take it.
If you want this, you have to take these 4 other things.
Right.
We also had a really cool moment while Woody and I were down there.
Yes.
A Louis Tomlinson fan came up to buy something, and she got a spot at our listening party that we're doing on Tuesday.
Right.
Excellent.
She had like his lyrics tattooed on her. She was wearing a merch hat of his, and
she was shaking and crying. It was really sweet.
Yeah, it was really
nice
amazing. If you want to see the video of that too, you can go to 1075 The River on Instagram. It's really sweet.
Trending. Here's what's trending this morning with Woody and Jim on 1075 The River.
Brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Remember when Tom Brady retired and then unretired? His wife, Gisele Bündchen, was not very happy, and apparently things have gotten from bad to worse, and they're not living together anymore. So that's sad.
That's bad.
Especially for the kids. Yeah.
It's sad for the kids, yeah. I don't like Tom Brady, but it's sad for the kids.
Yeah.
I feel bad for them, if anything.
Right. Ricky, what you got?
So there is a Toy Hall of Fame, if you did not know. And every year they induct new toys into the Toy Hall of Fame. 3 of these 12 toys will be inducted into the Strong National Museum of Play in Rochester, New York. And I already know what I would vote for, okay? So these are the finalists. It's Bingo, Breyer Horses, Light Bright.
Oh, Light Bright.
Yep. Masters of the Universe.
Oh, He-Man, yeah.
Nerf Toys, The Piñata, Pound Puppies, Spirograph, and The Spinning Top.
Tough. Spinning top. The top. It's like you have all these modern toys, and then you go back to a rock.
Top.
Yeah.
It's like a really pointy rock.
Voting happens November 10th, and then they'll induct the 3 of their favorites into the Hall of Fame.
Which one was your choice?
Light Bright.
Light Bright, for sure.
I used to love Light Bright.
Oh, yeah. The Woman King is supposed to be the biggest movie of the weekend. It looks awesome.
I saw it last night, and it is phenomenal.
What is it about?
Jim's a movie critic. He gets to see stuff first because he's fancy.
Oh, yes, the Jim, the movie critic.
There's a showing for the specials.
I don't say it, you do. The movie stars Viola Davis.
She's very good.
She is incredible as the leader of a 19th century African all-female warrior tribe.
Cool.
Oh, that sounds great.
Okay, so like immediately you're like, whoa!
Oh yeah, like flashbacks to Black Panther and that kind of stuff.
Yes, exactly. And it's It's loosely based on a true story for a kingdom in Africa during the slave trade. And she is incredible. She leads this army of warriors, and there's so many great performances. I can't recommend it enough. It's like if you loved Gladiator, which was an Academy Award nominated movie.
Right.
Like it is of that level. Viola Davis, one of the best actors we have. Better than she's ever been.
That's
which
awesome.
is impossible, it seems.
Gotta see that.
And so much action. And if you took like the best 2 seasons or whatever your favorite 2 seasons of Game of Thrones were, all in one movie. That's what that's going to say.
Wow, that's great.
It's good. It's
Now,
deep as well as action.
There was a show before the show.
That was not full of action. So I go to the theater. I won't name it, but it was in Mount Juliet.
Okay.
And they had one person working behind the counter. And I do not fault this person because this person was probably under 18.
And totally overwhelmed.
Had not been trained. Yeah. They were the only person. And they were there selling the tickets and the concessions.
One person behind the counter for everything.
Yes. And when I walked in, there was a couple ahead of me. And I let them go ahead of me because I wasn't sure what I wanted to drink and eat and stuff. So I said, go ahead. And they had like some kind of difficulty with their transaction. And the guy was asking to see the manager, and the poor kid's like, there is no manager.
There is no manager. I'm the only one in the building. Oh my God.
Do you see me running back and forth? I'm the only person here.
Wow, that's awful.
So like in the meantime, there's this like giant line forming behind me that's like the one going to see the Queen.
Yes.
And nobody else can buy tickets because this one transaction thing. And then finally it ends after about 10 or 15 minutes.
Really?
Right? And you're like, oh, good. They figured out the problem. And then the woman orders a thing of popcorn. And she says, wait. Can you fill it up a third of the way? Because I want to go over there to the butter station, fill it up, and then I'm going to bring it back to you. You're going to put some more in.
I've heard of people like this.
And then I'm going to go over there and put butter in. And
you're not at home, lady.
Yeah.
And you want your popcorn to just be swimming in butter.
Yeah. I'm like
I get it because it's hard to get the butter to the bottom in the right way, but like you're not at home.
Would you also like defibrillation paddles because you're going to have a heart attack?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I almost didn't see the movie because they had one person. At movie theaters, I'm rooting for you. I love movies.
It's great that we can actually go back to the theaters now, but they're having some staff issues.
You got to work this out.
Yeah.
That's
you
bad.
Can't have one person working the whole theater.
Right. Wow.
Yeah, maybe the manager just needs to be there too. You know what I mean? Helping out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. Or
pretty simple solution.
Yeah.
So go see The Woman King this weekend. Just, stick your head in the door of the theater first and see if there's more than one person.
Avoid Mount Juliet, maybe.
Exactly. Wow. Zach is out. Ricky's got your celebrity stuff.
My favorite celebrity couple is Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively.
They are adorable.
Because I'm obsessed with Ryan Reynolds. And, as much as I would love to date him, I'm just happy that he's happy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
They seem really
deserves
sweet.
that.
They have a playful, fun relationship.
Yeah. People I want to be around.
Right.
So Blake Lively made an announcement when she went to the 10th annual Forbes Power Women's Summit. Mm-hmm. The announcement is that she's pregnant. She is having her 4th child.
4th baby. Wow.
4th one. Yes. She has a kid as young as 2 as well. So they're all very close in age. And obviously she's very excited. Obviously he's very excited. He recently said that he was going to take a break from acting so that he can be more present during his kids' lives. They have more of a schedule now because the oldest one is 7 and obviously in school.
Right.
So now it's not so easy to just take him off somewhere and go wherever he is or wherever she might be.
Right.
Big times in their life, yeah.
Yeah, so they are obviously very excited, and this probably means that Ryan Reynolds is going to be taking a break for longer than we want him to. But, like I said, he's happy. So as long as he's happy.
We need another Deadpool movie, damn it. Come on. Come on.
Yeah, be happy. Care about your family. It's all about you.
Yeah, it's all about you, isn't it? What about us? What about our needs?
I love Bad Bunny. I love him so much. And then he does things like this, and it makes me love him even more because he went out and he helped. We announced this, I think, a little while back, that the girl from the Uvalde shooting who had to undergo like 20 different surgeries She was in the hospital for 66 days.
Yeah.
She happened to live very close to where the shooter lived, and she didn't feel comfortable living in her home anymore, being that close to where everything happened.
Right.
Totally understandable.
Completely understandable. So people came together and they donated a new home to her and her family so that she could
awesome.
feel safe. And now it just came out that Bad Bunny was part of the reason why that happened. He was one of the people who donated to the Korea Family Foundation to help this happen.
Wow.
Wisin and Yandel, they also made generous donations to help
Nice.
provide her with a new place to call home. And then on top of that, he brought them to one of his concerts, brought them backstage, had a little special meet and greet with them, bought them dinner, made sure that they had a really nice night out to enjoy themselves.
That's really,
And
really
some
cool.
time to get away from
All the other
thoughts and-
things.
To forget all the stuff. Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
so
what a
he
sweet
just went
gesture.
above and beyond
Yeah.
for this little girl who
Wow.
was the last of all of her classmates to leave the hospital and is
Wow.
still undergoing a lot of
Oh, yeah.
treatment for all of her injuries.
Right.
She was, unfortunately, she had wounds in her chest, her back, her arm. She's lucky that she's still around, basically. It's crazy. But he's an amazing man, and I'm
Yeah.
so happy that somebody could help her get this done and she can be in a safe home
That's
that
really
she feels
nice.
comfortable in, because everybody
Yeah.
deserves to have a home.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah. That's really amazing.
All you can do is the best you can for somebody who's going through something awful, and that's exactly what he did.
Yeah.
Queen Elizabeth II's funeral is Monday. Until then, she's her coffin is on display, and oh boy, people are lining up.
She's lying in state
Right.
at Westminster, and people can line up. Citizens can just come and pay their respects. Now, as of Thursday morning, the miles-long line was estimated like a person would take in 9 hours before they would get
Right.
to walk by the
That's
Queen.
insane.
That is several miles long. It's like if the Hattie B's lunch line and the pancake pantry line had a baby together.
Yes.
This is the kind of line.
And it's getting worse.
Yeah.
There are reports of 7 to 9 miles long of people waiting to get in.
Are they waiting overnight too?
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah.
So they're just not moving whatsoever.
Yes. There's people that actually said, oh, I figured this might take like a day, and packed food for just that long.
Wow.
But they're saying, no, it looks like it's going to take a lot longer than just 24 hours. So
More than a day.
they're like, yeah, having like rations brought to them by family members.
Is there like a time limit of how much time you get to go up to the Queen's coffin?
I think it's just a few seconds. I think it's really quick.
It's a really fast visit. They're keeping it moving.
and
but
it's still taking over a day.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, yeah.
wild.
So many people.
yeah, they've
Yeah.
actually cut
Wow.
the line off. There's no more line, people allowed to line up. There's actually somebody whose job it is to be the end of the line.
Oh, I do not want that job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a lot of very upset people on that end.
I hope,
yeah.
I hope he's a big bouncer dude because,
Yeah.
it's his job to tell people, like, this is it. There's nobody going in right now.
Yeah. It's like a
And-
velvet rope at the end of the line there. You can't
Wow.
go any farther.
And talk about like the ultimate service. Whoever this guy is working for the people arranging the funeral and, visitation, like the more people want to see the Queen, the farther he gets away from her.
Right.
Yeah.
There was actually a real-time tracker that is like showing the map of where the line is through downtown London, but right now it's kind of frozen because they're not letting more people in the line, but you can actually, I'm about to post this at 1075theriver.com, live tracker, the line to see the Queen.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's a live feed. The BBC put up a live feed of her actual casket. So
Right.
you can
So
just
you can
kind of
see the people
look
going
in.
by.
Yeah.
I
But I guess the funeral is Monday, and I guess Prince Harry, they say now can wear a military
Oh,
uniform.
good. If they
'Cause-
were going to let What's-His-Face do it.
What's his
Yeah.
face?
Yeah, that's how
Exactly.
much I care about him.
Yeah.
What's-His-Face
Yeah.
gets
Prince
to
What's
wear
his face
it.
gets to wear it, so why
So
wouldn't Harry? Yeah.
Harry should be able to wear it
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
He served his country.
I guess
Yes.
there was some technical thing about him being, when they moved to America, they were kind of
Well,
out
yeah,
of
because
family.
when you're done doing your duties,
Right.
or you leave, or you're stripped of those
Mm-hmm.
rights, then you're not allowed to wear a military regalia
So-
to the funeral or to any major
Yes.
events. But like I said, if What's-His-Face gets to do it,
I love
despite
it.
the fact
You
that
won't even
his
say
were
his
stripped
name.
for far crazier reasons
Right,
than
He's
Harry.
like Voldemort. You won't even say his
And
name.
won't even say his name. That's how irrelevant he is to my life.
So luckily, Prince Harry will also get to dress like
Good.
Captain Crunch. So,
Good. Because I know that he took pride in that, though.
Yeah, he
As
did.
crazy as they look in the outfits.
I know.
He took a lot of pride in serving his country.
Yeah.
So
And there's a
Wow.
lot of rules. They love the rules in England.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Like, if you wanted to see the rules of all the stuff they got to do, like Apple's iTunes accept terms of
yeah,
Terms of
85
agreement.
pages long.
yeah, they laugh at Apple's thing. It's time for men and women to answer questions for gender war.
All right, our lady representative today is Carrie in Lyles. Good morning, Carrie.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good luck. And for the guys, we have George in Murfreesboro. Hello, George.
Hey.
Good morning. All right, let's do a get acquainted question. Starting with you, Carrie, what song or jingle is stuck in your head?
Wow, that new Victoria's Secret song.
It's so good.
Oh, yeah.
It's impossible
It
not
is.
to, hold on to that for like 2 days.
Yeah.
With one hearing.
My brain was singing it in the shower this morning.
George, what song or jingle is stuck in your head?
Little Nas X. I need a boy who will cuddle with me all night.
Okay.
I love that you sang it for us and everything.
That's right.
Now you try to get everybody else's head stuck with that.
Right. George will be doing a duet.
Let's get underway. You each have a screw you can use if you get in trouble.
All right, Carrie, multiple choice. Do you see Peyton Manning in commercials for DraftKings, FanDuel, or Caesars Sportsbook?
I think it's sports book.
Yes, it
that's
is. Caesars
correct.
Sportsbook. Good job.
Nice.
Good start.
All right, George. Is the miniseries Inventing Anna seen on HBO Max, Netflix, or Hulu?
I have no idea, so I'm going to guess. Hulu.
It's Netflix.
You started to say Netflix.
Yeah, I
but
know.
then you
Really
said
good.
you,
So close.
it's on Net Hulu.
Ooh. Okay. 1-0 carries in the lead.
Okay, Carrie, Barbasol is a brand of what?
Shaving cream?
Shaving cream.
That's correct.
Okay.
Okay, it is 2-0.
It's crunch time, George.
Got to get this, George.
Pressure's on.
What two dogs are bred together to make a golden doodle?
A golden retriever and a poodle.
Yes. There you go. You're back in the game.
2-1, and we go now to Carrie, who has a chance to get a perfect score and possibly win the game here.
Carrie, what is the Coleman Company famous for selling?
Coolers, grills, camping stuff.
Yeah.
Camping
Yeah.
stuff.
All those
Wow,
things.
Carrie, you were just on fire.
Yeah.
You did great. George, thanks for playing. But Carrie is our victor.
Yeah. Got some passes to check out the Nashville Fair.
That's right. It's happening through the weekend, so enjoy that.
Yeah.
Thanks to both of you. Have a great weekend. Let's do this.
Carrie's very excited. I'm very excited for you.
I can see up in the background telling like strangers, I want.
Very nice.
That's awesome. Carrie, you hang on.
Y'all are loud on my phone. That's my wife.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I see.
Hence why I knew the camping question.
I love it.
Now, Jimmy mentioned this a while back, but some people are getting leg lengthening surgery to
Yes.
make them taller.
They are. A lot of people.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so there was a GQ article that I read that there's this surgeon that does leg lengthening surgery to make people taller, usually about 3 inches. Sometimes they overstate their claim and say they can go up to 6 inches taller. And it's mostly men, but some women from highly paid positions in the tech world. They're trying to appear
So
taller.
They
the
wanna
people with a
prove
lot of
something.
disposable income.
They also want to prove something.
They also want to prove
yeah,
something.
They want
And,
to be the tallest one.
Yeah.
this doesn't go into many of the reasons why, but it says that a lot of these people in these positions are not very tall. Okay, so they would rather be 5'9" than 5'6" in the workplace because they can, and because it's also perceived as I'm stronger, more powerful. I'm meeting my physical ideal of
Yes,
myself.
I can eat
Right.
apples off your head. Look at me.
Jim, how did you find this? Were you Googling it?
It's in GQ.
Are you trying to
this
tell
morning.
us something?
I am starting a GoFundMe. If you would like to make me taller,
Yeah.
Yeah, how much is the procedure?
it's anywhere between $75,000 and $150,000.
Oh my God.
Now, the actual procedure is they do something where they go in there and it's almost like tightening braces. Where they every few months you have to go in there and they twist it a little bit more to lengthen
that.
the bone.
That sounds painful.
It does sound awful.
Yes.
Just buy some cowboy boots. be like Kenny Chesney. Wear a big hat.
Platforms are in right now. You
Yeah.
can wear platforms.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Apparently, there was the run on cosmetic surgery for your face
Right.
when everybody was on Zoom or,
Right. Everybody want to look
Teams.
good for all their Zoom calls.
they wanted to look great, right? And you stare at your face all day and all you do is pick yourself apart. Well, apparently after spending all their money on that, because they have a lot of money, they now want to be taller when they go back to the office.
Eek. It just sounds so painful.
It does. It sounds really painful.
Like, I'm short, and I've always said it'd be nice to have an extra 3 inches or so because I'm 4'11", but I would never go through
Yeah.
something like that to be taller.
No.
to go in there and say, would you cut my legs and
No.
drag them
No.
out longer?
Yeah.
See, you said that, and it just made my stomach turn.
It hurts just even thinking about it.
I'm sure they've thought this down the road when like you're an old person that your legs won't break like matchsticks.
That's
I'm
right.
sure it's gonna be fine.
Yeah,
That's-
and if you're
yeah,
taller,
another
it's going to
part
be a
of
longer
this.
fall for you to break your hip
That's true.
when you're 75.
But that's another side of this. Yeah, what
Yeah.
happens when you're older?
yeah.
Yeah, who knows?
Huh.
Oh, my God.
Woody and Jim in the morning on 107.5 The River.
Well, if you know me, you know I have a very intimate relationship with my Amazon drivers.
Yes, they see you.
They come to my house like
several
at least
times
once
a
a
day.
day. Yeah. There's a Amazon driver in New York State who actually saved people from a house fire. I guess he was driving by, finishing up his route, and he noticed the house was on fire. Went and banged on the door. There was no answer. He pushed his way into the place and found 7 people just sitting in the living room, had no idea that their house was on fire.
Because they didn't want to answer the door. That
Yeah.
happens so often.
Oh
these
my
days.
gosh.
Yeah, because you look out there and go like, I'm not answering the door.
But he didn't
But, yeah.
take their no answer
No,
for an answer.
and I guess they didn't speak very good English, so it took a while to convince them. Yes, you need to get out of the house. So he got them out there. They called 911. I guess the fire department was there in about 4 minutes, and they were able to put out the fire without a huge amount of damage.
Wow,
So
that's crazy.
That's great. There
Love
you
this
go.
driver.
Yeah.
Never say quit.
Yeah.
Just get the people to safety. That's
Yeah.
great.
Amazon heroes. Anything in your life that's making you happy, big or small, please share it with us so we can share it with everybody. That's what's making us happy this morning with Woody and Jim on 107.5 The River. All week at this time, we've been hooking you up with tickets to see Kane Brown in concert. So today is no exception. Call us right now, 615-737-9107. Oh, baby names.
Baby names are getting weirder and weirder, and people are just out here doing the craziest things. Trisha Paytas welcomed her child into the world. She had a daughter.
Now, that was the one that they said was going to be a reincarnation of the Queen.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
she was going to give birth on about the same time the Queen died.
Well, because she
Yeah.
was going into contractions. She was
Yes.
dilated like a centimeter, and everyone's like, oh my God, your baby's going to be the reincarnation of the Queen because
Twitter
the
went
Queen had
wild.
died that day.
Yeah, there's no other explanation.
The internet is insane.
But this is not related to that.
No, so she did have her daughter, and she decided to name her a name that just truly blows my mind, but is right on par with who Trisha Paytas is.
Mm-hmm.
She named her Malibu Barbie.
That's her actual name, Malibu Barbie.
Her actual name is Malibu Barbie.
And this is why there should be a special commission
Mm-hmm.
formed by the government that does not allow YouTubers, influencers, celebrities,
to name
musicians
their own
to
children.
name their own
Honestly,
children.
anyone, because this is now a trend on TikTok right now, too, of people saying that they named their babies the wrong name or that they had their baby and thought that it would be fun to give them a unique name, but took it way too far in the unique name scale.
It's fun for you now, but years of therapy later, it's not going to be so much fun for the child.
Yeah.
I mean, I can even say my name isn't that unique. I'm just a girl named Ricky,
Yeah,
which
that's
is
not
typically
uncommon.
a male's
Yeah.
name.
Yeah.
And even for me, it's frustrating.
Yeah.
Yes, it presents certain difficulties,
Yes.
you know.
Everybody always says I'm saying Vicky, Nikki, anything but Ricky.
Right.
And they look at me like I have 10 heads when I say my name is Ricky.
Or you're trying to steal somebody else's reservation.
Something. And I'm like, I don't understand why you're looking at me like I have 10 heads.
Exactly. So that's what happens when you just happen to have a
Different name.
traditionally male name.
Just different.
Right.
Yeah. Now,
But when you have something extremely unique, like Malibu Barbie.
Yeah.
right? Or Grimes and Elon Musk's kid, which is like AE, symbol for boron, and a couple of other things.
I remember
It's going to be tough.
back in the day when we just had Jeff, our first son, and my ex-wife and I wanted to figure out a name for Alex, who's about to be born. And so we asked Jeff, what would you like to name, the baby? And he goes, Spider-Man, but only if it's a girl. And if it's a boy, the name should be Gas Station. So he would fit right in 2022.
My sweet gas station.
This is my brother, Gas Station.
As a young child, he was ahead of his time.
Trending. Here's what's trending this morning with Woody and Jim on 107.5 The River.
Brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Sunday is National Cheeseburger Day, and so many restaurants are giving us deals. At McDonald's, they let people vote on what cheeseburger they should give away, and people said, oh, we like the double cheeseburger. So if you buy anything through their McDonald's app for $1 or more, you get a free double cheeseburger on Sunday. Also, Burger King, Wendy's, Hardee's, they're all offering free food. Get yourself a burger on Sunday.
Fantastic.
Ricky, what you got?
So people are always posting their pictures from vacations, and everybody gets upset with them because they're not on vacation.
Right.
But there's a reason why everybody posts their pictures from vacation on social media. And it's because most people don't feel like they've actually had a real vacation unless they actually post it on social media.
Oh, it's like the whole thing. If it's not posted, it didn't happen, right?
Yep, pics or it didn't happen. So there's a lot of people that feel like they have to do it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they did not commemorate or mark the fact that they were on vacation.
We
Really
want to
dumb
see your
reason.
hot dog legs, America.
Such a dumb reason why.
I don't care if you doctored it up in Canva and just threw it over some generic vacation spot. Yes, show us your hot dog legs.
We're silly. There's no reason for this.
No.
Jim?
Well, it seems like the last few years, there's been a Halloween item at one of the big, home improvement stores that takes over a neighborhood.
Oh, yeah, like the 12-foot skeleton.
Yeah, which is a Home Depot thing, which if you go to Home Depot, even locally at the service desk, there is a sign that says you are limited to like one purchase of those things because they're so, monstrously huge and successful. One that is being offered by Lowe's that apparently reliable sources say people are paying huge money on the aftermarket. Colossal mummy. That actually lights up inside and moves and is motion activated and has sound.
That sounds cool.
Super cool.
I want the mummy.
I would say go get it now because it's going to be sold out.
Woody and Jim in the morning, 107.5 The River. You're tuning in, talking about the Queen's funeral that's coming on Monday. And aside from the Queen, the majority of the royal family aren't fans of Meghan Markle.
Right.
So the thought is, should she go to the funeral?
But she always spoke nicely of the Queen. In fact, that was the one person she didn't have a bad word to say about.
But did she do that because she had to?
I don't know. Don't know. But she said the Queen was always very nice. So we have Leah Grace on the phone.
Hello.
Hey, Leah Grace.
Hello.
So what do you think? Should she go to the funeral or not?
Would you go if you were her?
If I were her, I would definitely go.
Why would you go? Like, what would be the motivating factor, even though you knew it was going to be uncomfortable?
I mean, I don't feel like she had a problem with the Queen. Just because people didn't like her doesn't mean that should stop you from going.
Okay, yeah. I mean, if she really wants to go, then she should be able to go, right?
Right. People shouldn't stop her from going.
You're right.
I agree.
It's more respectful for her to go, too.
I think so, too.
I think she's going to get criticized either way.
So either way.
If she shows up.
Yeah, she can't win in the media.
If she shows up and people are going to be going, oh, what is she doing here? And if she doesn't show up, she's like, she hates the Queen.
Leah Grace, thank you so much for the call. We appreciate
Thank you.
it. You have a great day.
Anybody have a thought on that? Or anybody ever not go to a funeral in some kind of almost similar situation?
Where you're beefing with somebody if you don't
Yeah.
like them or some situation
Right.
like that.
Did you
Or-
put the fun in
Or
funeral?
has someone ever asked you not to come to their
Right.
funeral?
Do not
Right.
show up.
Right.
If I see you there, I swear to God.
Yeah.
They'll have to bury 2 bodies if you're there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure it's happened.
737-9107. We'd love to hear from you. What do you think, Yolanda?
I honestly think that she should put on her Princess Diana inspired outfit and go make everybody mad.
Oh, yes. Make
Oh.
them mad. I love that idea.
That is so inspired.
Yeah, she'll get like a short, blonde bob haircut.
Oh, my.
No.
Just a nice dress or like
Yeah,
something
yeah,
that
yeah.
was similar to Princess Di's,
She-
style.
Wow.
She definitely had a style.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah,
they give them all something to talk about, and then she can leave the country and go back to California.
Yolanda,
I love this idea.
That was just devious.
That's devious.
That's great.
Well
Do you-
done.
Do you always think deviously, or was this just inspiration in a bottle here?
I just think that they are treating her so mean that she should get back at them all.
I'm
Yeah.
with you.
Okay.
They're terrible to her.
It's
All right.
it's earned for sure. Thanks, Yolanda.
You have a good one. We
Thanks,
appreciate
guys.
it.
Have a good morning.
You too. Thanks. Casey is in Nashville. Casey, so you have a personal funeral story, huh?
Yes. Well, my dad and my aunt did not get along, and so when my grandmother passed away, they had 2 separate funerals.
Oh,
so that
wow.
either side of the family would have to see each other or talk to each other or have anything to do with each other. And they were 2 totally different types of funerals, and whoever was on team my aunt went to that funeral, and whoever was team my dad went to that funeral.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
And then there was me, who was kind of in the middle. Like, I personally think they're both sides are crazy.
Did you have to go to both the funerals then?
Yes. So I was the only one that was invited to both.
Oh.
And I sang at both funerals.
And you sang too?
Oh, well, see, you made a deal out of it.
Oh, wow. Did you catch heat
Yeah.
for singing
What?
at the other funeral? Or did they not know?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my immediate family was like, traitor.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
God.
That's so bad.
I feel so bad for you.
I was just like, we should rise above this. This is your mother, and I don't know. I just felt like it felt just odd, like I'm in the twilight zone with these people, that they have to have 2 separate funerals. They
Yeah.
don't have to talk to each other.
I
Yeah,
feel so
wow.
bad that you
Right.
had to go through that twice,
That's
though,
pretty
too.
extreme, yeah.
There is one uncomfortable question. If they had 2 funerals, did they bury her twice? Like lower her down, then raise her back up, and then have another
Do
funeral?
they have some sort of
and
coffin
then
elevator?
Lower
using?
her
Yeah.
back down?
She was cremated.
Oh, okay.
all
So it was
right.
just kind of a celebration
Yeah.
of her life
I
as opposed
see.
to the actual funeralizing of her.
Yeah.
Funeralizing. A new word.
I just made up that word.
Yeah.
Everybody
It was
try to
at-
use it.
It was at the grave site,
Okay.
and so they just, one had it one day and one had it the next day.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Okay. All right.
That is
wow.
something else.
That's amazing. Thanks for sharing your story, Casey.
Yeah, that's amazing.
No problem.
You have a good one. Tracy is on the line. If you were her, would you go?
Absolutely, because at the end of the day, we're all family.
Okay.
I like that.
A dysfunctional family, but still a family.
Yeah.
Well, every Thanksgiving and Christmas we got a ton of those, but I just feel that
Yep.
she married into the family. There's still royalty, no matter the bitterness and stuff that went on, but she's still family.
Yeah. I think, you know what? Like they said, everybody's going to criticize her no matter what she does.
Right.
So do the right thing. And if you think the right thing is paying respects to, somebody who's very important to her husband,
Right.
then you
Right.
go.
And, by this time, I'm sure she's
Absolutely.
grown kind of a thick skin about everything already.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it hasn't been an easy go of it.
I still don't think I would go, though.
Would you skip it?
I would skip it.
Just not want to take
Not even
the
bother.
stairs they hate?
Yeah. Because everybody's so mean to her over there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I just wouldn't want to deal with it.
Yeah. It's going to be tough either way. You go and you are going to get all the stares and the terrible comments, and then if you don't go, they're going to say, "Ooh, look at her."
Yeah, so I'd rather just not go.
Yeah.
So
Stay at home with the
Or
kids.
just wear cute shoes.
Okay, yes, that's true.
That's the only reason I'm going to the funeral, so I can wear my cute shoes.
I love it.
That's it, Tracy. Good job.
Y'all have a great day.
Thanks for listening to and recommending the Woody and Jim Show podcast. Listen to Woody and Jim in real time every weekday morning on 107.5 The River, Nashville, or live on the iHeartRadio app.